Alright, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy PXG Cash Hour coming at you week 8 of the league. We really have to give this league a name. I originally thought about maybe picking a poke that maybe on my side kept appearing, but I believe that's currently tied up with Suicune and Zapdos, probably each missing just one battle each. Um, but it's called the league, whatever. Um, this week we're fighting Voltomic, or as I call him, Volt, a fellow streamer on Twitch. I'm going to put his information down in the description below in case you guys ever want to give him a follow and watch his stream. Volt, unlike me and Pum, who we battled week 1, is pretty much primarily more Pokemon than variety. I could be wrong. He'll probably correct me when he watches this down the road. But Volt heavily does battle streams. He does give you critiques, not harsh critiques like most other battle streamers. He'll give you critique. He'll be nice about it. He'll tell you how you can improve if you need some advice. You know, he's a real overall nice guy. He's awesome. So like I said, I'm gonna put his stuff below. He originally was not in the league. He's subbing in for someone who completely vanished off the face of the earth. I believe he just got super busy. I don't know if there's ever any confirmation on what happened with him, but he's just outright, he's gone. Which is bad for us, because we would have had an easy time, because the guy had drafted entirely a water team. And I feel like we probably would have done really good against him, bringing in probably Zapdos, Chestnut, even Nidoking. Although if Nidoking wouldn't have lived, they probably would have regretted doing that. And even Suicune would have probably just been a thorn in his side. Volt, just like I did last league, got the option of repicking all his pokes, and that he did. And he picked out a really good squad of what was left over. What he has with him now, he has a lot of those threats on the team already. And there was, like I said, there was still more he could have brought, which could have scared us. So looking at his squad, he has we'll go left to right. He had brought in Sandslash, which is the method of removing hazard, just like my Zapdos is, since we got rid of Braviary and Articuno, as you guys saw in last week's video. The opposite thing is that Sandslash rapid spins, as opposed to just defogs and removes it on both sides. Probably a good counter to my Zapdos overall, because I can't touch it with electricity, and even if I can hit it, and if I don't kill it, it will kill me in return. Sigilyph, as far as I know, anytime I've battled it on Showdown, is a very annoying poke. It can set up using stored power, not stored power, my mistake, cosmic power, calm mind, and then with enough boost to his stats, he can then use stored power and do a lot of damage. And it's a stab move for Sigilyph, because Sigilyph is a psychic type, and oh my god, I'm sorry. Stored power is a psychic move. Now, when I was talking about Psycho Shift, it's something else I know they're capable of doing. They usually inflict poison or burn on themselves, and then they Psycho Shift it onto one of my pokes, like just give me the STD, and it heals himself, which is kind of, and it removes it, not heal it. It removes it off himself, but he'll pass it on to someone on my side. Probably the only reason he probably wouldn't have brought Toxic Orb is because predicting probably I would have brought in my Registeel, who resists poison. Also, Nidoking would have resisted poison too. So he opted for Burn, because Burn probably would have been the one thing all of my pokes could have been inflicted by. The only one is Victini, being a fire type. Skipping in those 3 pokes right there, the nice shiny sprites, is Meowstic Male at the end, who's going to be probably the utility for his team. Being a prankster poke, all of his utility moves, like or status moves, like Thunder Wave, Light Screen, Reflect, all those things that Meowstic is known for doing, get priority. So it's going to outspeed everything I have in terms of speed just by doing that, just by having Prankster. Now, if it has Thunder Wave, my Zapdos will be a very good counter to that, because Zapdos cannot be paralyzed, just like Victini cannot get burned on my side. And now we go to the ones in the middle with those shiny sprites. We have his Mega Lopunny in the pink and brown. Mega Lopunny is a really fast and strong Mega, not even needing to boost anything, and it can still be outright a threat. Turn 1, it'll fake out, and after that, he'll be free to do whatever he wants, because at that point his stats do increase. The only real thing I have to stop it is nothing. If he uses his normal attacks, I mean, Um, Registeel can take those hits. Chestnut can take those hits. If it's gonna use his psychic, wow, his fighting moves. I mean, Victini can somewhat take those hits. It does resist it, but I don't know if Victini could probably live one, but not more than one. Altaria could take a fighting move, I believe, but at that point he probably would just use the other one anyway. Same thing for Suicune, but the thing is though, it still hits really hard. No matter what takes it, it's not going to take it really well. Now, the two other pokes on either side, the little nice blue shiny pokes, are what really scare me on the grounds that Bisharp can set up and then start making me play a guessing game of whether it's going to attack me or not. And Cloyster can Shell Smash, and if I'm not in the right position I want to be when it comes out, I could potentially put myself at a point where I'm going to lose. Because if I have nothing on the field when it starts setting up, I lost the game right there. Unless, you know, I do have Suicune and I do have Registeel that can block it. Most of the moves that it does carry with his ability of Skill Link, Suicune's particularly can block them because it's usually Rock Blast, Ice School Spear. I resist Ice School Spear, I neutral to Rock Blast. Registeel can take both of those hits also, but like I said, I don't want to. So, regardless of the fact, this is Volt, this is week 8. We're going to see if we can break our losing streak. Let's see how this goes about. Let's start this battle going. Alright, so I lead him with Zapdos, because in case Cloyster wanted to come out turn 1, and also because of this thing. This thing is probably going to start setting up, like I said, those screens. Light screens particularly will help his team because they do lack in a special defensive area. And of course, turn 1 I'm going to attack it. Probably not going to do much. It's a very specially defensive Meowstic. There goes the other screen. But like I said, I can defog. Defog breaks both screens, so I don't have to worry about that. And now we play the game again, and he goes for light screen again. I go for Thunderbolt again. Deja vu anyone. So of course, you know, I'm gonna hit defog, and I shouldn't have done that because I forgot about this thing. Outside of the fact that it can set up on its own, I can cause it to set up by defogging it, activating his ability of Defiant, which raises his attack to +4, I believe. +2 or +4, something like that. So I go for Heat Wave. Pretty ballsy of me. He could have Sucker Punched me. Hoping for the kill. It did not kill. It did not burn. He hits Knockoff. And like that, Zapdos is out. But it helps me reveal that he has Life Orb. So I bring in Chestnut, kind of risking it a little bit, only because if he touches me, I do have Rocky Helmet. He goes for Swords Dance. He's at a +2 right there. So now this actually answers my question. Now he was +2 from Defiant. Now he's at +4. Now he's at +6. So I did, if you saw before, I threw out spikes. I'm gonna do it again because if he does try to go for Sucker Punch, it's not gonna do anything to me. So I go for Synthesis, thinking he's gonna hit me. He goes for Swords Dance again. I'm not sure why. Then there you go again, Synthesis. Didn't do anything. He goes for Iron Head. It kills me, but at the same time, he kills himself. So there goes Bisharp, and there goes Chestnut, which actually there goes my big heavy hitting poke. He brings out Sigilyph, so I go into Suicune, only to test what he's gonna really do, because I'm gonna swap out again to go into Registeel and throw out my rocks. And I do want to see if he does indeed carry one of those items that would pass over conditions. Because if it does, then I'll know what to expect. If it doesn't, then I have to guess more what he is. And there it is. Flame Warp got activated. He's gonna Psycho Shift, passing on the burn to Registeel, which will hinder my own physical attack. But like I said, my purpose is to throw out these rocks. Now we have 2 beds of spikes. We have Stealth Rocks. So I'm trying to get a situation where I can at least bring out Sand Slash. And hopefully when he does come out, I can kill it. So, I'm Suicune. Pressure activates. He goes for Cosmic Power again. Now he's at +4 on both. I believe it's... Goes for Psycho Shift. There goes the burn on my side. So I roar him out. Don't know what he was planning to do. Maybe he was going to try to hit me, but we ain't gonna have none of that right now. Bring out Meowstic Male. He takes damage from the spikes and damage from the rocks. I take damage from the burn that he passed over to me. He goes for the Light Screen because, like I said before, his team is lacking, especially defensive-wise. I go for the Scald. I would have killed him if he didn't have the Light Screen, but it was the burn from Scald. So that's what you get for burning me. Naughty, naughty. Well, not you specifically, but your friend. Sins of your friend carry over to you too. I know that's not a saying. So what? He goes for Reflect. So at least before it dies, it has both screens out. So I take the advantage because I know it's gonna die anyway to just heal up and rest. It's a free turn to remove my burn because, like I said, his burn is gonna kill him. So down goes Meowstic Male. And we're looking at a nice 4-4 right now. Now comes out God Slash to the Sand Slash. Takes damage from the spikes, no damage from the rocks. Now we gotta pray that we can get this Scald right now, because then we'll be in a pretty good situation. But for the Sleep Talk, we get rest. A bad roll. 1 out of 3 we did not want. And there's the Rapid Spin, removing the spikes and the rocks. At least the good thing is that we can at least bring out Registeel and bring back rocks. We no longer have access to spikes as Chestnut is gone. He has leftovers. I go for the Sleep Talk again. Hopefully we get the Scald to remove this thing because I know what else it can do. It can probably bring out his own rocks, and we get the rest again. Another 1 out of 3. Fine, we're gonna wake up next turn anyway. Now he threw out Stealth Rocks on my side, which is fine. The only Pokemon I really have that doesn't like that is Altaris. I have to be careful when I bring it out. We withdraw Sand Slash because I was gonna wake up this turn. Goes into Sigilyph. I wake up. As I said, I was gonna Scald. I did it. For a second, I thought I burned it with my Scald, but it was his own Flame Orb that did it. So, thinking he's gonna Cycle Shift again, I go back into Registeel. I take a little damage from the rock. No, he goes for Cosmic Power. Fine. He's gonna increase his defense like before. Gives me a free turn to throw out Stealth Rocks. Goes for Cosmic Power again, so now he's at +4. I believe. No longer has access to his screens. I think both screens vanished already a couple turns ago. Yeah, they did. 2 turns ago. Fine, I don't have to worry about the screens anymore. So I go back into Suicune, like I said, hoping that Sand Slash comes out. Kind of trick him, like, come here, little puppy. The kid now, you know what I mean. Alright, he goes for Cosmic Power again. Now he's at +6. 3 for both defenses, which will also power up his Store Power, like I said. Oh no, there you go, there's the Light Screen. Light Screen is now gone. There's the Store Power. Bring us a little bit close to half health. I roar him out. There goes away all those defense boosts. And there's Cloyster. Not the poke I actually want to fight right now. But it's better to get it all out the way now than worry about it later. So there goes both screens are now gone. He goes for the Shell Smash. I knew he would. Now if he had the Focus Sash is already gone with the rocks. I don't feel he has it, because if he did, he would have probably brought out first turn, attack it. Like I said, there goes that bad special defense. And look at that, that was not a very effective hit. Probably a higher roll on the Scald on my side. No burn either. Cover leftovers. He goes for Rock Blast, the only neutral skill that he hit me. But I am a physically defensive poke, so I should live this. As long as he doesn't get a crit. And we live it at 62, which is fine. I go for Roar. I could have probably just killed it out right now. But just to see if I can get this thing out. Let's go in Sand Slash. So, bringing this thing out, I can Scald it if he decides to stay. I can burn whatever else decides to come out. Hopefully burn. If he decides to stay in. Not what I was. Actually, I went for it anyway, but I got a crit. He probably thought I was gonna rest and recover my health. So Sand Slash is out. He now has to hold those rocks on his side of the field, which I think will kill Cloyster when it does come back out. Here comes Bunny, the low bunny. Haven't even been paying much attention to his nicknames. Probably the only one that actually has a nickname outside of God Slash and Sand Slash. But I don't remember what I hit, it doesn't even matter because it's gonna fake out anyway. And there it is. I live it. So I'm afraid because now I know anything that he does at this point can actually kill me. So I'm going to, at this point, it's funny because I usually try not to, but I'm going to try to, I'm gonna let Reggie still take the hit. He's probably gonna die anyway. But better him while I plan out what I can do at this point on. I'm not dying at this thing. He goes for high jump kick, and Reggie Steel avoids it, and he comes crashing and taking damage from the high jump miss, as I call it. I usually never run high jump kick for that sole reason. High jump kick, I believe, has a 90% accuracy, so he got a pretty bad 10%. Goes for it again, and I avoid it again. Low Bunny killing itself for high jump kick. Probably an act of God at this point. So we're good at a good 4-2. But even then, I'm still afraid because Cloyster is still alive. Even though I do think, like I said, he should be dead from rocks. But this thing can also be my backside. So this time around, I decided to go for the one thing I have on my team that can actually kill it, which is Big TD. Goes for Cosmic Power, because at least if he goes for Stored Power, I do resist it because I am a Psychic type. I don't know what other move he could be carrying at this point. But we've seen Stored Power, Cosmic Power, Atom, Psycho Ship. Psycho Ship won't do anything to me, so I Thunderbolted, revealing that I'm especially. And there's the last move is Roost. The only attacking move he has is Psycho Ship, Sword Power, which won't do anything to my Big TD much, and I resist it. So at this point, I know I probably have this game won with Big TD. So here's the surprise move of the week from my side. Substitute with Big TD. He goes for Cosmic Power again. He's at +2 on both defenses. I recover with leftovers. I'm not bringing no Choice Scarf, no Choice Specs, or a Life Orb. Going straight out for healing purposes. I go for Thunderbolt. I was about to say Light. It was a crit. It really helped us out. Sigilift is down. And like I said, I believe at this point I don't have to do anything to Cloyster because I believe Cloyster killed itself. There it is. And am I right? Does the rocks kill you? The rocks kill you. So we finally broke our losing streak.
And there goes the battle!
That I probably got lucky. The low bunny killing itself was probably the biggest turning point that I could have probably done for me in terms of that. Because I don't think I would have been able to stop it. When I threw out Registeel, I was hoping I would have lived whatever it did and then probably Thunderwave it, because at least if I slowed it down, it wouldn't be so much of a threat. Because it has high attack, it has high speed. But if I can hamper one of the two, I kind of have a chance, kind of. The attack would have probably been preferred, but the only thing that would have been able to do that would be if I would have somehow got lucky enough and got a burn with Suicune, and that would have been too risky. I don't even know what his last move could have been. Most low bunnies run Fake Out, Return, a fighting move which is Drain Punch or High Jump Kick, and as we saw he had High Jump Kick. I don't know what his last move could have been. It could have been an Elemental Punch, and had it been Elemental, my body, if it had been Thunder Punch, that would have been pretty bad for Suicune, Could have been an ice punch for Altaria, who didn't even make an appearance. Um, I don't know what it could have been, but we did look out. We did break our streak. That 5 loss in a row. We now got another win. We're now at 3-5. GG's to Volt. I told Volt, I wasn't planning on any of this to happen, but Volt knows, I love him. Like I said, I'm gonna drop his information at the bottom, below. You guys can give him a follow. Enjoy his content as much as you probably do mine. At least I hope you guys love mine. Till then, till next week of the league, until we give it a name. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I highly appreciate it. We're now that this battle is over, we're now at the halfway point for this league. I don't remember how many battles are in the other league if you guys are also watching that series too. But at least for this one, we're at the halfway point already. So with this win, hopefully we can now carry it over with the second half. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I do highly appreciate it. And we'll be seeing you next week. See ya.